Hello and good morning. Welcome back to another live stream. We're hopping right into Occupy Mars today. Going to do a couple of hours here, and then we'll see how it goes for the rest of the day. Hopefully a few things will unfold and we'll have some exciting streaming a bit later. Where are we in Occupy Mars? So we've got about 20k away. And no, that's not what I wanted. I wanted the map. Hope everybody is having a fantastic Friday. The weekend is pretty much on us. So where are we? So what I did is I created another small base. Thanks to the tips yesterday. Yes, what I did is this. I created a base all the way up here. It's a bit laggy at the moment. Where are we? I think it's there. Yeah. And then I built a large antenna. And then started heading back home. And then every time I found a derelict base that I'd visited before, that was at the right kind of distance from the previous antenna, I dropped another mini antenna. So not a mini, another large antenna. And then so a large antenna, a battery, and a single solar panel. Quite a lot of electronics you need to build the combo, and then trying to create kind of overlapping sets on the way back. I'm hoping that the circle is actually indicating the proper range, rather than needing too much of an overlap really to make it work. But we will see. So we've done that kind of all the way back. We're heading back now. We are about here. So we will need to drop another antenna, I guess, around here. A little bit worried because I don't think there's a base that exists anymore in this point. So we may have to, I don't know, either head all the way back home or, yeah, we shall see. So we're gonna head to this place here. There's a question mark on the map. I've seen a few of these. It looks like it kind of indicates that there's stuff on the ground that you can pick up. Kind of loose, not inside a building. I decided to head back when I saw lots of these question marks in places I'd not been. So no bases, just stuff on the ground. So we're getting pretty close to our base. Our base is the green indicator. So we're at 5,000 meters away, so 5 kilometers. I did drop a little well here. And in the mini bases with the survival capsule, I created a few solar panels, is it ECB, ECU, a battery with an extension, and a well. And on the well, I added oxygen and a methane Sabatier reactor. I was really pleased to discover that you could add two. So you could add one either side. Yeah, this looks like it is a just stuff laying on the ground. It's probably a previous base that existed here. Let's pop out and just see what we've got. We do have a bit of inventory space. There's a tablet. We will pick it up, although we have all of the blueprints at the moment. The reason I'm picking it up is because at some point other BPs will be unlocked as they further develop the game. And that might give us a little shortcut. It might. Although I am not holding my breath. Taking it around, we have plenty of circuit boards, so I'm not really going to pick that up. Looking for any kind of seed canisters I might have missed. There's food. We have bucket tons of food to last us. The exploration did not go that successfully. To be honest, we didn't find any new types of seeds. We only found more potatoes and more, I think it was beetroot. Okay, so we are kind of out of range of any bases, but what I will do is I will drop down a large antenna. Let's actually go back to the blueprints and take a look. What do we need that? Yeah, we're short of electronics. We could do some mining around here and kind of drop a survival capsule with which has a 3D printer. But I think I'm gonna skip it for now because we're gonna have to come back anyway. So if we're gonna have to come back, it makes more sense, I think, just to head towards base. Things are a bit laggy today. For some reason, I didn't change any settings, although there was a graphics card update that I applied. So we're going to carry on towards our base. It's only 4,000, almost 5,000 meters away, so it's not that far. And we'll do the math on what resources we need to build out those antenna, the large ones. I think it's something like 15 electronics that's needed. That's the main limiter. But we have a bucket ton of resources back at base, and there are bases here that we can deconstruct. I think when we come back out this way, if we come in the rover, then we'll make sure we have the container on the back, so we're not constrained with the amount of resources that we can hold. The rover's pretty good with storage. And then my plan when we get back is to build the rocket pack. And from what I've read, the rocket pack allows you to kind of cover much greater distances. And that's part of the reason I dropped off or created the methane attachment to the well, because I believe it uses methane for fuel. Not exactly as smooth as butter today. Not seeing any drop frames. CPU usage is pretty low, 60 frames per second. At least that is what Streamlabs is telling me. So a little bit of a trek back. And somebody was saying on the forums that they can cover about 10 kilometers on a single tank. So we'll have to see how we go. I've unlocked all the blueprints. I'm just not sure I've researched the rocket pack. I think we have 2 points to spend on that category. Not exactly sure why it's so laggy today. Don't really have a ton of stuff running in the background. There was a Chrome update as well, so that might be the culprit. I should take a look in a sec and close out any tabs that could be open. I'm a bit of a tab hog. So I easily have something like 100 tabs open. So plenty of buildings kind of on the way at this point. I'm not sure what we have at our base. I think we have a medium antenna. And we have a small. I know we have a small because I put that up early. Don't think I scrapped it, so I should kind of take that down, I think. I believe the antennas allow you to remotely control your base as well, so when we have enough points, we'll make sure we get that part. That could be useful. Could be. Go a bit to the left so we don't smack into those rocks. I have had a few accidents with the rover. Last night when I was trying to figure out what to do, whether I should come back or not, I drove into an invisible base. The remnants of one that I'd created before. Or one I'd just salvaged before, I'm not quite sure which. And smack full in at full speed in the rover. And yeah, I went flying a bit. Didn't really take any damage. Pretty vista. With the brakes on, a touch. There, with a lag, the camera's kind of all over the place. So let's see about addressing that. So let me close down this window. Okay. And then give Windows a few to catch up. I think mostly we're missing, I can't remember if it's, I think there's mechanics points. Come on, baby. There's not been an update for the game yet. So it's not the game that's, a game update that's caused this issue. So far, the rover's been pretty robust. I did once drive into the kind of, what do they call, the blast shields around the rocket launch pads on the big derelict base that you escape from. And apart from being stuck, I didn't get any damage on it. Tiny bit, maybe. So this thing is pretty robust. Which is cool. And then when it comes to the rocket pack, I saw somebody mention that if you have a hard landing, your rocket pack can struggle a bit. And I saw somebody suggesting that they carry a couple of rocket packs in their inventory. So if things do go pear-shaped, they're okay. And the rocket pack, in theory, is going to allow us to cover greater distances quicker than you can do otherwise. We do have most of the passive upgrades, so, you know, battery, suit battery, thermal protection, I think we have that one. I've not noticed that much of a hit when being out at night. Early on, it was pretty tough. I would get cold, you know, midnight or so, and then the health would start plummeting. Okay, less than 1,000 meters from our base. Got to be careful around this place. I have driven into a meteor crater a couple of times. Although that was on the ATV rather than this. Let's slow down. Going at a breakneck speed of probably about 40 kilometers an hour. So I noticed also that there was an update for Icarus, which is a game I've played a fair bit. And they finally finished the fishing patch, which has been has been eagerly anticipated by me, and there's been some performance improvements, so I'm tempted to take a look at that later today if my my other idea doesn't pan out. I'm waiting for one of the games publishers to get back to me. Okay, there she is. There's our base looking beautiful in the Martian sunlight. It is a bit of a Frankenstein of a base. With the way blueprints unlock, it's it's been added to. It's grown up a little bit. Okay, let's come over here, and then you can right click to stop suddenly, which is pretty handy. If you find yourself in a bit of panic, especially as you're approaching something maybe like a crater or a cliff, you can right click and kind of get out of jail. It will stop the rover immediately. And we're going to park it outside, because that is a bit closer to the charging points. I'd like to see wireless charging on the garage. That would be pretty nice, especially if it worked for both oxygen and power. Let's take a look. Oxygen, we're actually doing okay. I did charge it up. Battery, we're about 50%. Pumona. Okay, let's grab some power. And then by parking it here in this orientation, our power socket is on the right side. So we're kind of minimizing the amount of cable that we actually need. I've gone too far. This lag is pretty terrible at the moment, actually. I may have to take another look at some settings. Come on, where are you? I did move the ATV inside, or one of them. So you've got 3 power sockets that you can use here. Annoyingly, it's only on one side. So if you do drive forwards into this this garage, the power socket is actually on the other side. So that is charging. Now, the nice thing about this is that it will kind of max out the possible charging speed of this. I say nice because it's okay. It does kind of drain all of your resources. This hasn't yet updated. So let's make that 150. For some reason it's saying 150 here as well, which is not what I wanted. That looks like a glitch. Come on. 174. It looks like it's only updating when you use the arrows rather than when you use the numeric entry, which is a bit of a crappy thing. So I'm just wanting to make sure that we don't go over what's being supplied, because when you do, I've noticed that the interior doors won't auto open. So there's only power inside the garage. I've not seen an oxygen point, which is, in my mind, is a bit of an oversight. There's also, it looks like this gantry thing is not functioning at the moment. I guess that's, I hope that's something that's in the patch. You click here, nothing kind of happens. Although we did just get a point in something for doing that. Okay, that is working. So the other day I did kind of tweak a couple of things. As I mentioned before, there was a problem with deconstructing the lobby and moving the backpacks around. It would somehow think that you had taken off your backpack. So let's take a look in here. This is the research bench for mechanics. Got 3 points that we can spend. I'm not sure if this is the one where we can actually do anything. So looks crushers. There's the advanced connectors for social rooms. So that's the, I'm not sure what social rooms actually is. Maybe it's the lobby. There's the canteen. Teleporting vehicles. I've taken a quick look at that, but I've not really seen how to make it work. From what I understand, you need it. You need the large crusher, which we have, but I wonder if you need 2 crushers. It allows you to swap between them. So we might experiment with that. So that's done. Fast travel is a work in progress, but it's not complete yet. Okay, the other one then was mechanics. This is where we're essentially kind of shy of points that we need. We haven't. We've got the night vision blueprint, but we haven't researched it yet. Let's take a look. Radio looks pretty pointless. Yeah, if you have points going free, you may as well use it. We have the controller, but we don't have the drone yet. We've not done the detonator. Looks like we can make explosives. We haven't done this customization yet. I don't really think it's going to give us that much. But when we do have spare points, we can do that. Radio-based control, that is something I do want. But let's do one thing at a time. I am tempted to get the anti-meteorite system, because I also heard that it's a good way of getting mechanics points really quickly. Jetpack. That is one we definitely want. So let's get that one.
Mechanics, technology access level increase.
Oh yeah, baby.
For technological advancement.
Controller range. Considering we haven't got the controller yet, let's not worry about that. Antenna controller range. Yeah, this is, what is this, a software, this is a kind of a software patch, and this is just the range of the controller. And all of these, you know, we don't have that. Really excited about this dog, this Boston Dynamics spot. Just spot. Automated drilling would be nice. Again, work in progress. Work in progress. All of these are work in progress. It looks like one of these, he can find items. That's pretty neat. And he can pick up, I don't know if he can drill rocks or just pick up rocks. And I think that's for the doggy itself.
Sleep deprivation warning. Alert.
Heavy suit. Not really sure what that's going to bring us. So we have 2 points left to use. Yeah, it's a bit confusing. There's 2 spotties. Okay, so rocket engine on the ATV. I'm not sure. I don't think we're going to get that.
Warning.
Radio-based control, I think, is the next one.
Technology access level increased. Available point for
And don't think we need the extinguisher, so I've got 1 more point left. I think I'm going to get the drone. Oh, what's this one? Mars truck. That would be nice.
mechanics.
But again, that's a work in progress. We don't have the points anyway. I'm not sure that's in the game yet. Okay, so we have a bunch of stuff now that we can make. Let's take a look at electricity. I think we are pretty much pretty researched on all of these things. Yeah, panel cleaning. That's going to be a must-have. Solar panel 3. Uranium rod. That's for the kilopower. Can't get that yet. It's still a work in progress. We did pick up the blueprint for this. So that's going to be really handy once it's up and running. Assuming we don't get radiation poisoning. I've noticed that the one in the base that you kind of escape, the derelict base that's nearby, there is a kilopower reactor that is emitting radiation. And here it says we need the blueprint for the large dome, although we've been told we have all of the blueprints. So I guess that's a glitch. Escape isn't always as responsive as you would like. Okay, that's all of our science benches. So let's head over here. I'm going to need to rebuild this intersection at some point because the lights are broken. And this is our main dome. Now, one of the nice things about the garage, yeah, as you can see here, once the vehicles are charged, it no longer supplies power, which is like, it's the only place that happens. You know, it doesn't happen on plants and incubator trays and that sort of stuff. So that is a nice feature. So jetpack, we need silicon. Okay, and I have some of that in the truck. So we can grab that one for the helicopter. Oh, we can build this now. I do have the controller tablet already. Yeah, we have uranium, but we can't build the uranium rod yet. I do have a couple of helmet repair kits, which I think we'll probably need when we use the jetpack. Orbital probe. That's going to be pretty neat. So what were we short of? Silicon, wasn't it? See how printing's doing. We do need to get some sleep in a second and probably top up our water. Okay, nice. So we got that, and now where did I drop the remote control? Not in here. Let's drop off this tablet. Can't wait till they actually bring out proper storage because we're pretty constrained with these fridges. There's limited slots available. Let's take out those. Kind of okay for everything else. Need to grab a bit of water. I do have a spare tank on me, but so we're filled up with water, sate our hunger. Just check this. Oh no, that's the... No, that is storage. Yeah, got some spuds in here. Okay, that is that's not good. That's what I was worried about earlier with charging the rover. It looks like it's drained our batteries. So let's top up our water first. You know, once you do a fair bit of exploring, you end up with bucket tons of food. So the greenhouse is more for just because, really. You know, at some point the food that you find is going to run out. I'm just going to take a look over here because I want to see what the problem is. I suspect it's the battery, how much power we have stored. So we may have to do a little bit of work on that as well. Actually, on second thoughts, let's not go and explore. It's definitely the power. The only thing I wasn't quite sure about is if it was the panels were dirty. But I think the most straightforward thing is let's make it daytime. And then at 7 AM, the sun is out. Power is going to be flowing in. Ah, good. Yeah. Doors closed before the handle returned. Okay. Choose the bed. It's almost 7 AM. Yeah, I don't get a lot of sleep. But at least the door should be functioning now. Yeah, so we've got some light. I think it was just the charging the rover drain the batteries. So I'll wake up squat. There you go. Okay. So let's hop out this way. So this way I did build an HQ dome. Got nothing attached to the side apart from an exit here, and I put a bed upstairs. Not strictly needed because of everything else that we already have at the base.
External oxygen detected.
There's the old rover. Let's go and check these panels out. They look clean. Quickest way to do that is actually at the ECU and see how much power is being generated. We should be getting 42 with the upgrades that we have. Medium solar panels give you, I think it's 36 by default. And then if we go here to our battery, like this really should be extended, but we can't due to where it's been placed. So it might be wise actually to move this battery pack down here onto level ground, and then we can fully expand it. Or we can do what somebody suggested, which was create them in series. And we probably have enough space there for a similar size pack, although we will hit the same issue when it comes to expanding it out. So this is the small radar dish. So we're gonna grab this cord, cut the cord. And get rid of this one. I do need to rebalance the power, but let's see if we have what we need for this one. Might be shy of the electronics.
Not enough materials.
6 of 9, yeah, so we need to make some more. And then this is the medium one. So we're going to kill this baby as well. Which should actually give us some electronics. Yep, 6. And we're going to drop down a big one. And of course we run into placement issues. Come on, what's the problem? What's your problem? I don't really get why this is so finicky. Try over here. Like the ideal. Oh, there was something green. Come on, there you go. Okay, there you go. And we're probably going to struggle. No, we should have electronics for this. And weirdly, this thing kind of takes next to no power. I noticed that the medium and the large, they both take 4, or both need 4. I didn't look at the little one. Let's reuse that same socket. Yeah. So I think 4 is enough. Let's use our map. Yeah, you can see the green circle here. Although the map is, oh, it is showing us the green circles. Yeah, so we need to build, probably 2 or 3 additional ones to give us the range that we need. Okay, so how is that looking? Throw another percentage there. Okay, nice.
Sleep deprivation warning. Alert.
Yeah.
Not enough materials.
Short of electronics here still. 3. So let's jump over to this one. It would be nice to know how we get the teleport working for the trucks. But let's do one thing at a time. So we have Universal Wall Panel HQ. I need to look at that. I'm not sure what that's going to do for us. Okay, where were we? Electronics. Let's just take a look further down. See what else there might be. Sometimes things kind of appear in this list, especially at the crusher, the 3D printer at the crusher, that you don't see through other things. Pump station, no, we've got all of those things, we know about that. Canteen, lobby, container, tipper. Yeah. Composter, we have all these. I believe you can kind of, you can come here and you can kind of make all the parts for it, store it inside a container, and then build it from the rover at a remote location. Not sure how that works for the scrubber. It's not, yeah, a little bit weird. Okay, I'm not really seeing anything new, but I think Universal Wall Panel HQ. We might try building that in a second, but let's do the electronics first. So we have enough here for 10. And then what do we need for this? Let's build that. Because I don't know what that is, and it could be something interesting. And then while we're here waiting for that, let's just take a look. We do have a remote controller. I'm just not quite sure where it is. Might be in the truck. Oh, we got a bunch of stuff I dumped in here before. But let's grab the stuff on the printer first. So let's grab that and that. And then while we're here, I'm looking for low stacks of things. It's all looking pretty hunky-dory, actually. Electronics, let's grab those. There's more solar cell. What is this one? Yeah, I had this before, and I wasn't quite sure what it was actually for. It didn't look like I could do anything with it, so we'll take a look with the other one. And then I need to check here to see if this is where I dumped the remote control. I didn't. Okay. So that's good. That's hunky-dory. And we're going to go the long way around. So let's take a look at our truck first. See if I put the thingy there. One thing that would be really sweet is a kind of universal access to all of your storage. You know, if you're going to ask us to power up storage units like the refrigerator, it would be nice if it provided some kind of facility to access it from anywhere. Okay, there's the remote controller. There's our helicopter. Okay, nice. So let's go around here and finish off this panel first. Not get this solar panel, not get too distracted. And then we'll jump indoors. I want to check out our plants. We are pretty loaded at the moment. And we are going to need to dig some more rocks, only to get the points. And I'm a bit overboard with the power. I hate being out of juice and manually doing the airlocks. Okay, so next let's take a look at this panel. I don't know if it goes inside or outside, so I imagine it goes inside. But let's see. Maya. Okay. Now let's inventory. I think you have to equip it. Bottom panel. Bottom panel HQ. So I kind of on the right hand side I see bottom panel HQ. Or clicking does nothing. Arrow keys do nothing. There. Okay, it looks like nothing's happening at that point. Let's take a look upstairs. Go to what I think could be an empty slot. Oh, that changed color. Center panel side. Okay. So nothing was happening there. Let's try. Center wall. Clicking does nothing. E is doing nothing. I do see it kind of change color. Happle insulation panel protects against radiation. So let's try outside. And which way around was it? This way? It's 50-50. And that was the wrong way. So it's the opposite side of that panel. Ah, come on, bloody doors. A little bit sensitive sometimes. Okay, 6. Okay, so I'm seeing nothing there. So I guess it's a non-functional feature at the moment. Non-functional feature, yeah. Okay. So that's done. Let's now try, let's bring that one up. And where's my remote control? Bring those out. Let's see what we can do with the drone. Okay, so my hand, I see it. Left click. Does that put it down? No. 6. Hello? Okay. Oh. So I dropped the cables because I wanted to make sure I got rid of the thing on the right hand side of the screen. Now let's do this. E does nothing. Still in my 6 slot. Left click does nothing. Right click just drops it on the floor. Okay. Let's try it now. Okay, so I did figure out the other day that when you're holding the remote control, you press E, which then takes you into a view. But then I kind of didn't really work out the rest. I think, yeah, you can use the controls as normal. That's left. That's right. That is not anything. That is not anything either. Up arrows. Do nothing. Q is rotate. Aha. Space. Ah, so space is up. Okay. And up is pretty up. Okay. Let's go a bit higher and then go to the right. Come down a bit. Can we see ourselves? No. Can't really tell if I'm moving. Maybe I'm... Where are you? There you are. Why are you not able to see our base? What? What? Yeah. Is there a come back home button? What the hell? Okay. Pretty hard to see where this is going. As you can tell, I am not a drone operator. Hopefully we're not going to come down with a bump. So right click. Let's see if we can find this baby. Oh, there you are. Okay. That was weird. From my perspective, it actually looked like it was in a different place. Let's see if we can. Okay. Feels like the controls are reversed, but that should be going over our base, and I'm seeing absolutely nothing on the screen. Yeah. So yeah, so it looks like the controls are reversed. So pushing away from me brings it closer. And then if you stop pushing the spacebar, which is what you need to make it fly, it kind of gently comes back to the ground. And then we can pick it up. And then left click to put it in our inventory. A little bit counterintuitive for me. I may need to look at the controls. I've no doubt it's just me not being familiar with these things. Okie dokie. So, first, let's fix this. The stacking is still not great when it comes to what's in your hand. We will look you. We need to take. Shame we can't see our hand tools when we are playing with the inventory. Okay, so let's put these things in here. They're in the rover. Remind me if I forget. Bring our seeds in. And free up a couple of slots by putting those back where we expect them. Inventory is pretty full. We can bring in the, what is this, organic waste. And I guess the tablets. Store those inside. Ooh, hey. And off we go. What is next? Let's head back via the HQ, because I want to check out the screen in the center to see about this remote control base stuff. I'm not sure that is where that is where you do it, but yeah. When I was reading the dev blog, I kind of got the impression that's where it was. Nope, nothing. Change camera. Just want to check. Okay, it's not there. Maybe it's the tablet, but I'm not 100% sure. Okay, hello. Plants, how you doing? Okay, they don't look dead, which is good. I did have a few warnings. Let's go and dump some stuff because we need our inventory to be a little bit clear. The stacking when you pick stuff up is not super great, and so you can quite easily, by mistake, kind of dump potatoes inside and outside of the greenhouse. They bounce around all over the place. Okay, let's clear up a bit of space. I should have dumped that off. We'll keep one stack of things on us. Keep a full stack. Any other duplicates that I see? Nope. Okay, so we need a few things from here. Let's grab the plants crate, the seeding gun. We've got a bucket ton of spuds. What are these? Doesn't tell us what the seeds are. As it tells us what the seeds are, but it doesn't tell us what the growth factor and seed bonus is. And then we have some. What is this? Beets. Yeah, beetroots. Pretty lousy. Pick up when we were looking around. Didn't find anything kind of new. We did go north, and we did go as far as I think at the kind of northish pole. I think next time around we may go west. That's probably the most unexplored. West and east we have. Okay, so all of these crops that should be done. Yeah. You get a higher yield, I've seen, using these trays than you do if you use the fields. So in the fields, I tend to get 3 per pickup, whereas in the trays, I tend to get 4. Not a huge deal, but it makes a difference. Now these are all identical plants. They were all planted at the same time. But if we look in our inventory, you can already see that they're in different stacks. Nutritional value is 9 to 9.6, the same. Speed and seed is the same. We have not done any kind of GM stuff on this. Not yet. I wanted volume first. Let's, okay, that was unexpected. Hello, close. I didn't realize you could actually open that one. Okay, we're going to cross this. It's not going to give us that much, but because we have the passive for the passive composter, we now have bucket tons of the stuff. So we're not sweating those things at all. Okay, we do have, how many slots do we have? 3, 2. Let's go and finish off the radishes because sorry, beetroots. Keep on calling them radishes because I had to plant on another tray. Okay, I'll put that back up. And then make sure we're not, that everything's kind of stacked as much as it can be. So we've got 60 now, which is pretty awesome. Let's go across to our. In fact, do we want to do this first? Let's double check. So what I want to do is I'm going to put the planter tool in my hand. Doesn't tell us the stats of the beetroot. Okay, fair enough. This one's pretty much empty anyway. So we're going to plant these first. And go to the other one. And use up all of these. Looks like we had 3 canisters of it. There's another 5. Oh, cool. That kind of that all adds up. And then let's take a look. Not seeing any additional stats on those. That's cool. And then first things first, let's make sure that these things have everything that they need to grow nice and healthy. Okay, now let's hop over here. And are they going to stack for me? Yes. Cool. Now we're going to do a bit of GM work on this. So we have 60, so we're going to split them in half. Yeah, 0 and 0. And that's going to give us a speed bonus of 3 and a seed bonus of 5. We combine these. And that's going to give us plenty of seeds that we can use. And let's go across and fill these. I need to turn that tray off. Okay. Grow some beets. We have plenty of spuds. Potatoes. But if you mix and match the veg, you get MREs, food pouches with higher nutritional value, which is what we're aiming for, really. Okay. That's done. Close it off. Up the values so they grow. And then let's turn this off so we save resources.
Suit power 75%.
Waste not, want not. Okay, is this going to stack with this? No. Obviously. Because that would be useful. Let's head back. And these sea canisters, so that's what this bin is for. Open up the inventory and you could just kind of drop them out. They sometimes will fall in, they sometimes won't. They did not in this case. So just grab this when it's in your hand, point towards the bin, probably the top third, and then right click. And that was a fail. My daughter would find that very funny. And that's how you discard stuff. Oh, there you go. So those are done. Not going to do any more planting now. We'll just store these seeds in here. Didn't need that one in the end. Okay. So that's done. That's done. We did build the rocket pack. Did we build the rocket pack? I'm pretty sure we did. Did I pick it up? So where is it? What am I missing here? O2. That's bizarre. Did I print it here? God damn it. I can't remember. I thought I built it here. Jetpack. Oh no, it's silicon that we needed. Small pipe, plate, screws. Silicon. Yeah, those are the nasty ruled oxygen backpacks that can kill you if you pick them up and drop them. Put our little light on. Make sure we don't get lost. I should put some lights outside. It's just a little bit of a pain wiring them up. Inventory. Huh. Okay. So let's follow that advice and add 2. Is there some kind of, I wonder how the fuel works. Let's take a look. Crates. I'm not seeing any kind of bottle for methane. Rod, rocket engine, jetpack. Solid rocket kits. That looks pretty awesome. Wish we don't have that yet. Weird that you can build a snowman at the grinder. Oxygen tank. Now there's the normal methane tank that you put onto the wells. We don't have any of these ramps yet.
Warning. Weather alert. Meteor shower expected.
Oh, of course, yes. I don't think we have the, we didn't research that, did we? Okay, now we have 2 of these. So, let's just double check. Did I... It was mechanics, wasn't it? Meteor defense. We don't have that yet. We don't have the points, and we have 6 hours until it's inbound, which I do not think is enough time to do it. So let's pop indoors.
External oxygen detected.
Let's dash off to our bed.
Equalizer pressure.
And that's over here. We will need to eat something before we can sleep. Oh look, I just noticed there's a, oh crap, do we have power problems? We do. Oh, bugger. What did I don't think I built anything which should have done that. We built a large antenna, but that's only 4. And we took down the other things. So let's eat this and make it daytime. Little bit confused about what's going on with the power now. Because we are out again. Looks like we don't have enough to sleep through the night. So I will need to deal with that power pack on the front of the structure. Yeah, there's a meteor shower. Don't really want to be outside when that pays us a visit. Okay. We have more than enough power being generated. I think it's just the power being stored. Just make sure we are fully topped up. There's a meteor shower about to hit. So I want to make sure that we are as topped up as is possible with our resources. Just in case things go pear-shaped. We don't yet have the meteor defense in place. What are we seeing out here? See nothing. I think the last meteor shower that we had, this is going to be the way up, we lost 1 building, which is a corridor connector. They do hit your base. So far, it's not been catastrophic. Not really seeing anything there. Not yet. What are we going to do here? I think what I'm going to do is build a couple of batteries in series, and I'll do it here so that they are kind of more aligned. Which way around are those arrows? I think that's in the right direction. Small circuit board, we're short, which we do have. Any meteors yet? In the next hour. Okay. Kind of hoping I got enough enough airlocks in place now. Circuit boards, you're small, and we're going to build 2 battery packs either side. Let's double check what we need. Battery pack, electronics. What do we need for this? Electronics. Should have enough, but I'm just going to double check to see if we don't have any in there. Okay. At least with the media shower, you don't have to clean your panels afterwards. That's expected. Something looked a little bit weird for a moment. So let's extend this one out a few. We can do one. Let's build the second one until this one is done. The ghost image thing here could do with a bit of work. Can't build one more. Okay. So first things first, let's wire this up. Plug you in there to here, and then plug you in here. Come on.
Warning. Incoming meteor shower. Warning.
Okay. And then let's also just make sure that that is 100%. 200. There's the meteors. Okay, let's get indoors. Oh, don't want to get smacked by a meteor. Crap ton of lag. I wonder what it's like flying a backpack, a jetpack in a meteor shower. And we're going to run across to our HQ, because that's really the place that has the best window, I think. We do have some here, but the, you know, it's kind of occluded. Hello, come on. Hey, yeah. Okay. I got a feeling something got hit. We don't have a fire extinguisher. Can't really see much here apart from the meteors coming in. Plants are withering. Grab a couple of screenshots while we're here. Use that for the YouTube thumbnail. Hello. Okay, and let's run about and see what's going on. Looks like got a feeling we've been hit somewhere. We do have our helmet on, don't have enough power here. Air pressure looks okay. Again, this is somewhere that, you know, some kind of overview schematic would work. The map does give us something. Let's have a look. It looks like, whoa. Okay, yeah, we've been hit. What is this? These things look pretty severely damaged. These are at 100%. We lost a solar panel. Looks like ECB was hit with the airlock. Lost a bit of structure here. Okay, meteor defense. is going to be pretty high on our list. Okay. First things first. Let's head across this way. There's something on the floor. We don't have power. And I think there's some damage that was taken here. So, yeah. So this needs repairing. So the next thing we need to do is essentially do a chunk of mining until we get a skill point. Once we have that skill point, we're going to be able to get the meteor defense system, and then we can actually build it. Not sure what is needed for that, but probably the highest priority should actually be our power. Let's fix what we have here. We've only got the second blowtorch, so I think we need 2 points from mining. We took some serious hits. We'll go outside in a minute to assess the damage. Looks like the floor, we've lost part of the flooring here. And here. Okay. And outside looks like it's a complete mess. So not sure how we fix the flooring, aside from rebuilding that section. So let's hop out this exit. Our power supply took a pretty massive hit. Come on, let me out. Oh, you may, you barball. Okay. We do have 2 airlocks in most of the ingresses, and we have single airlocks elsewhere. Interior, which is fine. Which is fine when the power's working, but it's less fine when the power's not. So bring this one out. That one's fine. That one's fine. We also did just upgrade the battery. So it may also be that we just don't have enough charge in this second battery that we've put up. Although it does have enough. Let's check how much we're dumping out. And it should be fine. Let's check over the other side. Whoa, look at this. Jesus Christ. Wow, holy moly, look how far it's gone, the debris. Okay. Whoa, what is this? We got some serious stuff going on here. Kind of a weird thing, but let's take a look. What do we need to do here? Is this the whole thing completely off bugger? It took out this battery pack, and is this ECU board broken? This thing is totally kaput, I think. Fubard. Yeah, I think we're gonna have to scrap that. Okay. Let's grab these things. Yeah, and we lost this complete intersection. And that's why there's a problem with the power as well. We still have the greenhouse, don't we? Yeah. Okay. Look at this. This thing is completely destroyed. And that's our good battery pack. Or was our good battery pack. Okay, let's grab the stuff. What can we grab? What else is there? A couple of plates. Need to get the power back up and running really quickly. I know we lost one of the solar panels over this side as well. Doesn't want to grab. Okay, I think there's one more here. Let's get to grinding. That can't be ground. That can't be ground. I think, can we only do this thing? It's not. Is it letting me scrap? Not even letting me scrap it. But is that because is this actually functional but not working because we don't have the head unit there? No. This is completely foobarred. Think what is the best way to deal with this, because it's not letting me scrap. I can scrap the stuff that's on the floor, but not this thing itself. In fact, we can even walk through it. Okay. So I think having a cleaner site makes a little bit more sense. And as we have this unit over here, let's build it out this way. And I'm probably going to do it here, because that will give us plenty of space to grow and also kind of keeps that area clear for wells. That's pretty cool. Yeah. Which direction? The thingy goes on the side, so I think that's the right one. Time is ticking, so it's just gone 2. What are you doing there? Blueprints, battery upgrade. Unfortunately, we can like this is an area where the ghost building is not quite right. I'd like to be able to extend on multiple upgrades at the same time, and then kind of just build them out. You know, it's fine if we're forced to build it sequentially, but and this was our good battery pack. So this was fully upgraded. Thanks to the keen eye of one of the watchers. That other thing is sparking all over the place as well, so. But let's finish this. In fact, let's do one more, and then I'll check out the distribution unit. Okay, you can be fixed. I'll fix this first, and then we can wire it up. Why am I seeing different? Oh shit. Oh crap! Ah! Ah! Dagnabbit! I wasn't watching my my stats. I don't know if that was coming from the I think that was coming from the sparking on the ECB, ECU, whatever it's called. You can get electric shocks and die, which is what just happened. Okay, yeah. Come on. Waiting for the program to respond. Please don't tell me you just crashed. No, it's coming back now. I will try and see if I can close a couple more things. Dagnabbit. I think that was from the, I should have saved. Bugger. So we're going to start again from our last sleep. Munch on some comfort chocolate, some Rolos. Yeah, I think the damage I was getting was from the shorting out ECB. God damn. I didn't even notice the damage going down. I have enough health packs on me, so I could have patched myself up. God damn it. Yes, I am now eating an entire pack of Rolos in one go. Okay. Let's take a look. Okay. When was this? Before the weather alert. Let's grab some water.
Water refilled.
Top that up.
Water refilled.
Okay, now we need to get out of dodge. Is this before? Yeah, this is before the meteor shower. Now the meteor shower is RNG, so it may be that it's not going to happen this time, but we need another mechanics point. Once we have the mechanics point, then we can build the meteor defense. So let's go and do that now. This is before it happens. So let's run across. Everything's working. Still got a floor in place. I have a double airlock in front of the garage because garage is sometimes left open. Okay, so we need the points, and to be honest, I'm not 100% sure if you get the points if you use the drill on the rover. So let's take a look at our... Okay, we're fine. We've already identified this one, which is why it's telling us what it is. Doesn't really matter what we drill. I think you only get the points when you're doing drilling, rather than when you are picking up. Oh, great! In the next hour. Okay. So we know we have disaster inbound, probably with a high likelihood of things going pear-shaped. So let's stay out here as long as we can, and then we can leg it back inside. I wonder if sitting in the rover is the best idea. At least then we get a decent view of what's going on. I don't remember the rover getting hit. I guess where it actually lands is actual RNG. They do need to fix the physics behind how these rocks move. I am no Superman. And it is slightly disconcerting when you're using a hand drill and this giant boulder is flapping all over the place. Oh, no, that's been done. We will get one more warning when the meteor shower is happening. So we're going to just drill these rocks. I don't know if you get kind of more points when it's a bigger rock, but we'll just grab whatever we can. I get a feeling that okay, let's put it out of the way and let's hop in our rover. Watch out. Slightly alarmed about the glowing thing behind us. So the reason I jumped in this this time is because if you jump in the seat and then press V, you can actually look around, and then we can drive a little bit around here. I will do a save. And then you can see what's going on. Maybe we get a slightly better view if we go around this way. It should be good. Now we can kind of see all of our base. There's the big crusher. Your little gap. Whoa, that was close. Something is looking pretty bright. Yeah, the base is pretty sprawling, so stuff is going to get hit. So far it looks like it's just a crusher. Oh, that's where we were just now. In the rover. Not seeing anything else in the sky. There should be like an air raid warning sound. That would be pretty neat. Okay, are you finished? I think we might be finished. Not seeing any other impacts. So your map is your best tool. I think it looks like that took a bit of damage. That didn't. Okay, it looks like we were pretty good this time around. So yeah, that's good. Let's go and repair this crusher. Oh no, that took a hit. We're venting O2. Come on. Although I'm pretty sure it was green on the map. That's fine. That's okay. Yeah, this baby took a little bit of damage. This is a big beast, you know, it's got lots of HP. Takes a little while to build and repair. I think I was thinking about the garage the other day. It would be nice if they changed it a bit and moved. Well, it did two things. One is basically had a front and a back door, so you could drive through it, and then moved the airlock to the side, and then kitted out the both interior sides with a power point and an O2 point. And then you could kind of drive through it. You could use the same mechanic as the crusher with the kind of stop and that UI for loading and unloading. And then maybe they could use the gantry to take off the container. Okay, that's almost done. Okay, looks like it's fixed. So we escaped relatively unscathed that time around. Just want to double check that everything's kind of plugged in. Not seeing any more leaks, which is good. The next thing we want to do, now that part is over, is you notice here we have a well, and on one side you have the O2. What I want to do is stick another, whatever it's called, Sabatier reactor, Sabatier, on the side, like this. Let's build that one. The first one you build is for oxygen, and the second one, well, actually that's not quite true. As I was told, it depends on what tank you put on there. So if we put an oxygen tank on this, we'll have one well generating 2 lots of oxygen. We drop on a methane tank, we'll then start producing methane from this. Now, I think that the mechanic is pretty awesome in itself. It does require more power. So just water on its own is 5, with 1 reactor is 10, and with 2 it's 15. So the next complicated part is following this cable back. And I think it's that one, which is socket 12. And we need to adjust socket 12. No, it's not socket 12. Okay. We need to up that to 15. Which one What? Where are you? Okay, these are a bit close to do it all over. I think. Bit of bad planning on my part. So that hand now has 15, and it's producing methane. Okay, now we have rocket packs on us. Let's throw it in here. We have first aid kits, 3. No, we have 10 first aid and 3 helmet repairs. And we put that into our 6 slot. Whoa, look at that.
Source empty.
Source empty. Whoa, I am Batman. How do you see how much is in here? Excuse me. So it looks like it has 400 oxygen and 200 methane. Does that mean we need both? Yeah. Okay. That's pretty neat. So let's go and do a flyboy. How do we do this? Space? Left, right, forward, back. Space is jump. Okay. Looks like we can't go into first person. E. We will need to look at the controls. Options, controls. Player, maybe? Rotate left and right. Up, down. Interactions, no, not there. Vehicles, base, horn, rover, quad, helicopter, drone. Engine power. I think that's for drone. So what are you? Oh, okay, there you go. It's shift. Okay, and we were 400, 200. Okay, so that was pretty, that didn't use too much. Where shall we go? Let's head over this way. What? Yeah. Ouch.
Pressure drop detected. Helmet leak detected. Oxygen depleted. Low power.
Yeah. So I need to figure out controlling this, obviously. Don't quite remember when I last saved. But that was face tanking at its best. Getting a lot of lag. I may need to take a break and kind of reset a couple of things. Not that the crashing was due to lag, it was due to my incompetence. It looked like pressing W going forwards put me into the horizontal position, so I'm kind of hoping S does the opposite. I couldn't quite figure out how to not be horizontal. Maybe I should get Grace, my 4-year-old, to fly for me. Be sure she'll do better. Okay. There we go. So where did we... Ah, it was in the rover. Crap. This was during the meteor storm. Oh, great. We have to live through this again. Which is a bugger, because we... ouch. We survived pretty much unscathed just now. Something got hit just over there. It may have been far enough away. Oh, not the HQ. Okay. Sun is a lot brighter. Okay, that's scaring me a little. Where are you? What is going on? Can't look up enough to see. You finished? Looks like it could be finished. Okay, let's go and take a look. Map is probably the best thing. Yeah, I'm not seeing any... there's a little bit something over this way. No, that's fine. That's fine. I think through this we can actually turn off sections of our base. Can't turn off the wells. Okay. So what did we do? Let's actually do a quick save before we go and change anything. Otherwise, we're going to have to live through that meteor storm again and again, which is something I would rather not do. I know I need to deal with these wells, I think. space them out a bit more. I want to make sure we have methane being produced, especially now we have the rocket packs. Assuming we can control them without face tanking. And a methane tank. Put that on the end. Okay. Now that is done. Let's save again. F5, quick save. Although it's not actually, it's not that quick. Got a rocket pack. Equip it. And then left shift. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So let's try that again. Left shift allows you to fly. And then if you press the back arrow key, you can kind of level out again. And then, like most of these things, you want to have a bit of thrust. As you come down to land. And let's bring down here. And oh yeah, you can hover. Okay, sweet. And then press the use button again to put them away. And then how are we doing for fuel? So we started with 400 and 200 oxygen and methane, and we used a bit. That's pretty sweet. I wonder.
Sleep deprivation warning. Alert.
So let's head back over that way. It looks like equipping the wings, the rocket pack, puts you in third person. Oh, I'm coming down. I'm coming down hard. Whoop. Let's get vertical. Okay. And then you can glide. Yeah. And then you can go back up. Let's go for... yeah.
Bad physical condition. Pressure drop detected. Oxygen depleted. Low power.
Died by accident. I died by incompetence. Okay, sweet. So we know how that works now. It will need a bit of practice, but yeah, I can see why people like them. Clicking my my check email like a maniac, waiting to get back a response. If they get back to me fairly soon, then we can try something new and exciting today. This is worth knowing. So if your vehicle is actually stuck, if you press the R button while you're sitting in the driver's seat, it won't unstick you. It will pick you up and put you in a nearby location. I don't know how much checking they do to make sure that you're not put in any danger, but it's worked for me. You've got to be sitting in the seat and when you press R. They do suggest in the FAQ that this is part of the training scenario, but I don't recall going through that or being shown that mechanic before. not through actual gameplay, only through tips. And now I can't quite remember where we saved. This loading is incredibly slow. So I don't know if this is completely CPU bound or what, but I imagine that, I think they're doing a lot of RNG stuff here, so calculating where things are. But you know, given where we are on the base, that there's not much around us that has been unexplored, I can't imagine that there's a lot that has to be generated for us. Okay. So let's get back to what we were doing before. So we actually made a change that, due to us dying, we didn't actually repeat, and that was creating another battery here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it into this space first. I'm going to create a brand new battery bank. And that's going from right to left, which is good. That's what we want. Probably need to get ourselves a small circuit board. Yeah.
External oxygen detected.
This is where we keep our electronics. And we're probably going to build 2 of them. I think we're out of silicon in the other one.
Sleep deprivation warning. Alert.
Hey, I'm always sleep deprived. Grab those. Yeah, no silicon. Okay. It's 11:30 and I'm already knackered, which reflects real life. Grace, my daughter, is going through a kind of brain upgrade at the moment. They go through different growth phases, and you can usually tell when it's happening because her behavior will change in kind of weird ways. At the moment, she's going through a weird laughter phase, where she's laughing like an evil genius, and she's a lot more argumentative. She's waking up in the middle of the night, which is really unlike her. She's been kind of sleeping through the night from, I think it was about 7:30 p.m. We can't do another one there. From 7:30 p.m. until 7 a.m., 7:30 a.m. So we're going to plug that in there using a new socket first, and then we're going to unplug that one, which will disconnect it from that battery pack. Switch this to 100%. Okay, and that one is going to charge. And which one, what is this pushing out? That's pushing out 200. So we're going to set this one to be 250. Or is it, what is it? Yeah, not quite sure if that's the right approach. Let's get this wired up first. Okay. So this thing will only output the maximum is its capacity. So we've got 119 at the moment, so this is going to be outputting 119. But we want it to output 200. And we want to make sure that we are shipping out from this battery on the left more than we are shipping out on the right. Okay, so anything above 200 will be good, because that will ensure that the battery pack is going to be charged. Okay, so this is up to what we need. And now, because we're shipping out 250, but we have 294 coming in, that means we have 44 to charge this battery pack. So combined now, these two packs give us 1,800 kilowatt hours of juice. And the other advantage of building this one first, so in between the, what is this, ECU, where the power's coming in and where it's going out, so building it here on the left rather than on the right first, is that it means that the stored power in here will be used to provide the output. So that means basically you're not cutting off power. So we have a bucket ton of power being stored. This one is fully charged. It has 243. So we can actually bring this down. What? 240. There you go. Bring it down just a little bit. Yeah. So we're super good now. That's a lot of power. We may rationalize this a bit. I do prefer kind of having two sets of solar panels, two sets of batteries, because if there's, like just now when we had the meteor shower, you know, the chances of both this one and this one being taken out is less because they're in different places. For belt and braces, we could actually build a second battery pack here. And then basically either battery pack will be able to fulfill the needs, our power needs. But I'll think about that a bit. I do want to sort out these wells because they're not optimal. They are too close together. And I'd like to fix that. I like the doubling up that's going on here. So we're probably going to deal with that as well. And I think it may be, I'm not sure, maybe it makes sense to put the pumps on the end. And then, I don't know, actually. I don't know. This O2 tank is pretty useless. Let's see now. We have water. I don't know actually if we can put I think we can only put a water tank on this one. But here you have a choice. You can either have oxygen or methane, or 2 oxygen and 2 methane. So given that, like there's a reactor there, but I don't think there's enough space for another reactor. Where are your resources? Reactor. Oh, there is. There is space for that. So that stacks up pretty good, actually. Let's have a look. And yeah, so now I'm trying to figure out what is the best thing to do. I think we only need methane for the refueling the rocket tanks for the booster. In which case, I think it would probably make more sense. Like, I don't like this arrangement of the pumps. It would probably make more sense to have 2 pumps here, which is 6. We can actually use all 6 inputs for oxygen. Use 2 pumps for oxygen and 2 pumps for water. That gives us 6 then. And here, to kind of group things together, we could have no, because it's going to be oxygen. Can't put a water tank there, can we? Methane, oxygen, water. Ah, we can. Okay. If that's the case, then it probably answers my need. You know, it's a little bit overkill using that, but let's take a look at the interface just to make sure. We didn't change this yet. We did on an earlier save, but we didn't on this one. This needs to be 15. Okay. Let's take a look here now. Did that change the crap? I'm not quite sure now. Is that going to give us water?
Source empty.
Source empty. But it said water filled 84%. Let's wait 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift off.
Source empty.
And so that is giving us water. Okay. So that means that what we can do is we can change this O2 tank here to water, and then we can have 6 water, and then on the other side we can have oxygen. So to test that out, what we're going to do is take off this one. We're going to deconstruct this tank, and we're going to put on a oxygen tank. That's not going to work because okay, cool. Okay, that makes actually makes a bit more sense. So now, what is the best thing to do here? We can have these 3 producing water. That's the first thing we're going to do. Let's tidy this up and take this one off. And let's put on a water tank. Okay. So now we have 3 outputs producing water. Does this is that actually going to give us more water? I didn't actually check. It's giving us 6. And let's take this one off. That's still giving us 6. Why is it saying 5 is supplied? Pretty sure we bumped all of these up to 15, didn't we? Okay, is that just kind of experimenting with this thing here, this N1. So if I take that off, this one says 5 kilowatt hours. So now let's add on a different type of tank, oxygen. And then I think what's going to happen is that's going to be 10 kilowatt. Yeah, it is. Okay. And that's 4. So now we have 42010. Now what happens if we put a water tank on here? 42010. That definitely fits. 42010. I was definitely getting water from that one. 42010. Okay, now let's switch that across. And let's build a oxygen tank. Four two zero 10. Let's see what we have now. So now the oxygen has doubled up, but the water has gone down. It's not quite making the sense that I was thinking. I was thinking that if we drop in here and here, and that says now 6, which means it's diverting. Okay, so it's 6005. And I'm going to drop a water tank on here and here. A light on so we can see. Yeah, so that's not really improving our production. So let's take off that one, this N1 now. Free water. And let's drop on a oxygen. So 5 and 6. You can see it through the tooltip on the bottom left. Yeah, that's brought the water down to 4. Which is not really surprising. But what I'm going to do is drop on 2 oxygen tanks here, because I want to simplify the plumbing. Okay, look away, look again. Yeah, so we're producing 2 water and 4 oxygen. And then what we'll do is, I think what we'll do is we'll have one well, and then we'll attach 2 upgrades to it. And we will produce oxygen on this side. Probably 3 oxygen. This one will be a mixed one, and we'll produce methane. And we'll swap over these 2 to make sure they're producing methane. And let's do that now before it gets too cold. So there's the reactor.
Oxygen 75%.
Getting a little bit cold. Okay, so oxygen, water, and this one is going to be methane. Put that on here. So then all of the wells are producing water. We have 3 outputs for oxygen, and then we're going to have 3 outputs for methane. That is the plan. And then we'll sort out the pumps after. It is about to get cold, so let's hop indoors, sate our hunger and thirst. Make sure we have our torch off. What are we looking at here? So we have plenty of water at the moment. Tomorrow morning we do need to finish off wiring up those new water tanks and replumbing things, otherwise our garden's going to suffer. We have plenty of power at the moment, so things are looking pretty good. Okay. Okay, make sure our other tank is fine. It is. Tomorrow we are going to need to sort out our O2 tanks. Still can't build more O2 tanks, which is a bit of a bummer. We should be good at the moment actually for sleeping. Food 54. Got to eat before you go to sleep, otherwise it's going to annoy you. And let's take off our helmet. Can we take off our helmet? No, because we don't have any inventory slots. Let's tie to this upper touch. What are we looking at here? Bring the pipes down out of the way. Having a sort would be pretty handy. Bring that up here. It's okay. That's okay. That electronics will come down here. Okay, now we can take it off. Freed up a couple of slots.
Oxygen source external. External pressure dropping.
And sleep through till 7. 7 is usually a pretty good time to wake up. The sun is up, so solar panels will be generating power.
External pressure dropping.
There's no, doesn't look like there's any kind of impact by not using the bathroom frequently. I'm not exactly sure how I feel about that. Yeah, in some ways it's a good thing. I think some games take it too far. Some games don't take it far enough. The font is pretty hard to read. To be honest, I think they could probably go through a design phase I don't know if they have an actual UI designer on board, but the usability of this, you know, unless you have a dark background, it's pretty tricky to read. But that could just be me. For some reason, the backpack is now on the floor. For reasons. Wasn't me.
Suit pressurized. Helmet sealed. Equalizing pressure.
Okay. So we are going to sort out these tanks and these pumps today. We also need to sort out this tank. So let's unplug you, because we're going to switch you across to methane. Okay. And then the next thing we're going to do is disconnect you. There is a chance we will blow up when we start deconstructing these tanks because of reasons. To rescue the pipe. We will do a save. Okay. And now we have 3 water. No, what do we have? 1, 2. Yeah, we have 3 water. This one, this poor little one, all on its own, needs a bit of loving as well. So what are we going to do? We are going to kill this tank. Actually, let's save the pipe first. Okay. Going to kill this tank. Oh, it's a withering. Yeah, I know. Rescue pipe. That one still looks like it's connected. Okay. And we are gonna rescue this pipe. And then we are gonna deconstruct you. And you. Okay, that's gonna be for methane. Grab that, and you. Get all hovering cable you. So this one's going to be for methane. This is going to be for oxygen. And then we'll have 2 more in front for water. So there's the pump station. Let's bring this one a bit more this way. There we go. Okay. And then we're going to have 2 pump stations in front for the water. And that's going to be probably about here. Make it a little bit more aesthetic than it has been. So it's kind of clear what's going on. Let's do this one first. Okay, and then the next thing I'm going to do is I want a water tank in front, one of the bigger ones, vertical. That doesn't snap, unfortunately. Maybe a little bit further out. Yeah, let's build that one. Okay, and then we're going to wire up this baby. Should we wire that first? No, let's do this, because I want the tank to know that it's water. Okay. Now let's wire this up to the socket over here, which is here. Okay. And then we are going to wire up. Let's take this one here and plug that into this. Grab the next water, so methane, water. Yeah, that's right. This one here into this one, and then the same over here. So water to water. Okay. So they are outputting water that's connected into a pump. The pump is connected into a tank, and the tank is connected to our building. The only thing we need to do now is reconfigure this so it's 100%. This is not dealing with that or that. Ah, that's interesting. What is if we do that? Okay. Little bit confused about, it looks like clicking on this cycles through, and we have 3.3, 5.8, 6.8, 7.5 liters. Okay, that kind of all makes sense now. I think we will go inside in a second and double check that everything is working as it should. Now let's connect up this pipe to here. This side is going to be about oxygen. So you, and you. Okay, cool. And then this side is going to be methane. And you see how it kind of reconfigures the inputs with the right colors based on what's being input. Yeah. And this is my approach to kind of simplify things a little bit. Not sure we'll need that pump. Okay, let's we have methane coming in here, and I'm going to bring a tank out. A methane tank out in line with this one, so that we have all our tanks kind of in a line. That's going to be a vertical tank. So that's in the right space, but probably here. And this will then allow us to refill our jetpack. Okay, that side is done. Let's double check this, that we have methane coming in. We have a bucket ton of methane. And our methane 100%. And let's just turn that down to 0 because, just because. Why is that saying minus? Total output is this thing going in the right direction? Should be. It's a little bit funky. We'll check that in a second. I think there's directional arrows that we can look at. And then we are going to align this one much as we did there. Bring it here. Rotate it so it's in the right direction. A little bit confused now of what's going on with the other one. There are, what is that? Yeah, going in that direction. Little arrows above, I think. Yeah, it's definitely an input. Yeah. And let's connect the oxygen to the input here. Usually if you connect the I/O wrong, the plug doesn't actually connect. You see it kind of hovering, like what the hell is going on there? Listen, the damn thing's broken. Yeah, this is not showing a negative number, which is confusing. Oxygen. Okay. So the other one is definitely showing something funky. Is the arrow in the wrong direction? Pointing up. Pointing up. There should be right. What the hell is going on here then? This is definitely, these are all methanes coming in. Now it's not showing negative. So maybe it was just a glitch. Okay. Let's just back up a second. Yeah, they all have the warning label on. Okay. So we have oxygen, water, and methane. And our setup is simplified a bit, so we kind of have less cables all running around than we were having before. The a little bit worried we don't have enough water, but we're going to check that now. And this is just a spare little tank that we have set up. Okay. And if everything's kind of looking fine indoors on these readouts, yeah, power's fine. Water is not looking great. Why is water so shitty? We need a lot more wells. Okay, that's okay. We can address that. Let's think. And this is part of the reason why I put this staggered as I did. So what we are going to do is we're going to build another pump station in line with that one. And we're going to have to build, let's think, pump station there, 2 outputs. Going to need another pump station in front. The reason for which will become obvious in a bit. Let's build this one. What are we doing for, what are we short of? Small circuit board. Okay, we'll get that in a sec. And we're going to build some wells behind here. Blueprints, wells. because we are using a bucket ton of water. And we want it close, but not too close. That is for power. Build one there. We probably need, well, let's build 2 and then we'll see where we are. Is that kind of aligned? Yeah. We don't have a ton of space, but it should be enough for what we need. And then as we build these out, we should be able to get this one. Yeah. And this one. Okay, so the first thing to do is really look at the screen. So that's producing 6 liters an hour. There's another 6 liters, that's good. We do need a small circuit board, and I'm making sure there's enough space between these things that we can add on the reactors if needed later. And this should be another 6. Fingers crossed. Okay, let's have a look. Okay, that's going to give us 18. We do need to link in the power, but first let's go and get a circuit board. Should have enough expansion points on the ECU. Small circuit board. Yeah, we have tons of this, and we've got a bucket ton in a rover as well from our last explorations. Okay, so that one's finished off. Weirdly, these things don't need power. But yeah, okay. Actually, that was I should have brought one more circuit board because I'm going to build another pump. Or we could have just built 2 wells. Let's bring this up and wire it into this one. I'll plug that one into the far socket. These things will need power because we want to make sure we're consistently producing water at night as well. These cables are okay, but it would be nice to build a kind of maybe a better pipe network around. Okay, there's 2. Let's get the third one in. I did defer this one just then because I want to make sure we have enough pipe. Okay, so that is connected. We are able to reach this. Water is going to be 100%. This is going to be 0. Kind of confused why these numbers are what they are. So that's going to give us 45 liters. But to combine this and this, both of these water, we're going to need another pump in front, which is there. Is there a way to shift? No, that's just higher. Let's bring it. Yeah. Shuffle it around. Can't tell if that's directionality of the arrows is what we want. It's not. And then, yeah, let's bring it down a touch. Okay. We will need to address the storage in a second, but let's get this bit done first. Just because it's not as fully as I would like. I'd like to think there's a little bit of flair about the base, but I know it's not critical. Yeah, okay, that's starting to give me no, but that's fine. It's fine. We can actually probably move the water over the other side. Let's build the water tank here, pointing in this direction. Now, I don't know what capacity-wise, if there's any difference. This is what, 10, 10, 25, and 3 in terms of resources. And that is less. So I'm imagining that this big tanker is holds more. But that is an ugly son of a bitch. Like, I could put it there, switch it around. That is an ugly, like... I know, you're probably all groaning. But it's bigger, so... And in this, bigger is better, I think. Because this, the water is pretty important to have enough of a buffer so that you're not kind of screwing yourself when you do make infrastructure changes. Okay, let's wire up this to this. Unplug this. Oh, crap, that was the wrong one. There to here. Pick up that. Okay. And then now we can connect the output to our input on the tank. One nice thing about having this big ugly tank here is that it saves us a bit of plumbing. Okay. Now the only thing we need to do is make sure this pump is doing what it should be doing, which is giving 100% of the water out. Which is not. Come on. Why is that not working now? Make this 0, 0, and make that 100. 16.5. There's no input in the middle ones. That's fine. Oh, we can actually click that. Okay, so that's looking good. This, well, water 100%, that's good. This one 100%. Crappy outputs, but that's because we have the reactors on there. Okay, so the wells are set up and plumbed in. The next thing that is missing is the power. So let's use these 3. This one goes to you. And these things only need 5 watts. Because it's just a well, it's not it's not oxygen or methane. Come on.
Sleep deprivation warning. Alert.
Close socket. This interaction is a little bit glitchy. Connect plug. And we're going to connect you here. And then the final one is here. Once it's wired in, we just need to make sure we're delivering 5 kilowatt hours or 5 kilowatts to this. And those were sockets 9, 10, and 11. What? That was too much. Okay. And then let's just double check. If you supply them with power, then in the night they will pump out water. Yeah, that's looking good. And the last one, yeah, always double check the panels. Yeah, okay, nice. And then let's check this this one here, which is where they're connected to. Okay, fine. This is another 15. Unfortunately, I didn't see a way to see how much water is stored in this tank. There's things that would look like they could be a gauge, but there's no screen. I think the only thing you can do is you can look at the
Oxygen detected.
these panels indoors. A torch and see here. Okay, it looks like we have 27 coming in with 53 stored. I'm kind of assuming this is across all of the storage that we have. But the consumption is 17 and the production is 27. Oh, which is good. What we need.
Equalizing pressure.
Okay. And then let's top up the water in our suit.
Water refilled.
Double check our H2O is good. We do need to do our O2, which
Pressure.
are we able to do that here in the HQ? There's an HQ that we have. I don't think we have a scrubber. No, there's no scrubber in here.
Equalizing pressure.
I'm not sure if it's worth it's a bit more convenient, I guess,
Pressure.
rather than having to go all the way back round here.
Equalizing pressure.
I do like to make sure that my oxygen is fully charged before I go to bed. Just in case, in case something happens. But that's, that's me. Belt and braces. To be honest, I'm not sure if there's much value in wiring up the oxygen, but from the tanks to the building. But we'll probably do that tomorrow, just because there's a socket there. We have oxygen being made. May as well connect everything around where we want it. And who knows? Okay. That's done. Have a bit of food. And then I think when we do wake up, we will check our garden. So we've made the rocket packs. We gave them a test. We've not done any long distance flying yet. And I've not checked if oh crap, I need to just check my phone. Okay, so I have to pick up my daughter. My ex is she has to go into the office today, and it's it's not too bad getting in and out, but she usually picks up my daughter in the after Kita. This circle is looking much smaller than I thought. Oh no, there's the big circle. Yeah, it's I don't really understand what these different things are. I also don't understand why that base is still on the map when I'm pretty sure I've destroyed it. So yeah, my ex has gone into the office today, and it's not super hard getting in. There's an S-Bahn underground station. She can get in and out. But then to come out in time to pick up my daughter, Grace, when she finishes Kita, it can sometimes be a bit of a challenge. Grace goes to Kita in the morning. We don't go super early. We can drop her off from 7 o'clock in the morning. But she's 4. And I don't think kids at the age of 4 should spend their entire life in school. They're going to be doing that soon enough. And I don't want her to. I don't want her to wake up in the morning and for life to be a rush for her at this age. That's going to happen soon enough when she's in bigger schools. So we take her, or I take her in the morning. Grace, my daughter, lives with me. So I take her in the morning, and we have a leisurely breakfast. We don't get up early. We get up at 7:45 is when the alarm is. We both need the alarm. We have breakfast, we have a play, we have a talk. It's not a rush. I don't want life to be non-stop for her. Got those tablets. Put those rockets in. So yeah, we go in. I take her in 9 o'clock in the morning. What way? Water or power? Water. And then she's at Kita until 3 o'clock. Technically, she can stay there until pretty late, I think. But again, it's not. I wanted to have fun in the afternoons and enjoy herself and all those good things that kids should do. So she does. So she goes from 9 till 3, which is 6 hours. She doesn't have breakfast at Kita. They have breakfast there if you're early enough. She does have lunch. And yesterday I took her to the doctor's because it was an annual checkup, which ended up being a nightmare, but that's a different story. And oh crap, I'm gonna do that. I got the tray on me. What's going on? So I went to pick her up. The tray? Now I've got the tray. I went to pick her up and I had a rare chance to see her eating her lunch in her classroom. And she was she was doing really good. She's a fairly good eater. Where are we at? Okay, don't want to lose track. Oh, come on. I think I'm pointing in the wrong spot. There you go. It's 3 more. Okay. So yeah, I got a chance to see her eating, and she was obviously very hungry, and she cleared her plate, which was pretty cool. You're never sure how well they're doing. Like, you can ask the teacher, and they do sometimes give you some feedback. But asking kids at that age, she remembers, but it's not an interesting topic for her. So these are our enhanced beats. Gone through one round of modification with them. And we have a pretty good supply this time around. So we should be able to do another round of modification with them. Not seeing any stats in the tray, which I think is a glitch. And more in here. Cool. So a really massive harvest of these. It's empty. It's empty. And it looks like if you leave the crops there, instead of picking them up, they don't degrade as long as they have nutrients and water and power, which I appreciate very much. It's very helpful if you're out exploring, because you don't have to worry about kind of dashing back. What do we have here? One. Of course, there's one more. And these trays on the right here, rather than these ones on down here, which are the fields, the yield is better. So I get about 30% more crop by planting up here in these seed trays. Let's bring that up. I'm not sure if that makes a big difference. Guess it shouldn't, but let's adjust the values to fit. That's looking good. I think we did these ones. Got to make sure you turn these down when you finished, if there's nothing growing in there. because it will consume resources. Okay. Let's see where we're at. Good. So we can grab these now. Do one field and then we will check our inventory. They don't always stack properly, and it is frustrating when the potatoes, the crops, kind of ping pong across the structure. If you're lucky, they stay inside. If you're unlucky, they will end up outside. Just make sure that we're not shooting ourselves in the foot. 13 and 11. 13, 11. 13, 4, 11, 6. 13, 4, 11, 6. 13, 4, 11, 6. Okay. So they have identical speed and seed bonuses. And I'm going to put... we have a lot of spuds at the moment. So what I'm going to do is take one off from here, split this one in half, make both 50. So it's 13 and 11. I'm going to make some super spuds. And then once they're in the seed magazine, I don't think the seeds degrade. I've not seen them degrade yet. The first, when you do find seed magazines, you plant a crop, use the incubators and the seed trays. Then when you harvest them, you're essentially going to get 3 or 4 to 1. So you get, if you're using the field, you get 3 to 1. If you use the seed trays, you'll get 4 to 1. The very first time, don't do any GM on them. Don't combine the seeds to get a bonus in terms of seeds and speed, because it doesn't really make that much difference. Grow another set of crops, so expand the number of seeds that you have, grow another set of crops, and then start playing about with the GM stuff. Because you're like, we've done these radishes once, and now we have 4 trays filled, plus a little bit of 1. That's how much we've been able to expand this just in one rotation. And then when they've grown, we'll do some GM stuff to make the speed faster and the quality of the seeds better. For me, I find that's the best way to do it. But that's just me. Everyone has their own approach. Let's bring that out. When you do find seeds, so far it looks like there's been no bonuses applied to them. So you start off with essentially got 0 stats. Okay, now this is a little bit worrying. We're consuming 30. Oh no, I didn't turn off the fields. Let's go and do that. Otherwise, we're just wasting water. Sadly, it's not that. This part is not that smart. You want to reset everything apart from the soil to 0. Leave the soil at 18. Okay, now let's take a look. Okay, so 27 supply and 20 consumption. Let's take a look. Got my helmet on. We have water. We have a positive flow of water at the moment. What I'm wondering is if I should build another 3 wells to wire up to this thing. This one isn't even connected at the moment. There is 231 there. I could just connect this well up to that input. Temporarily, that's probably a good way to deal with it. But I think 3 more wells would maybe make more sense. Just check. That is definitely not 237 liters per hour. That's, yeah, exactly. There you go. But that is that's definitely better. What's the output? Down here as well, 27.5. If we build another 3 wells, then we'd need another pump station here. We could build 3 wells down this side, connect them up to the pump station, and then connect that pump station here. That would give us another 18 liters, I think, an hour. And I think we kind of have the space here for it. Not quite sure if enough of this land produces water. Let's take a look. Of course, more infrastructure means a bit more risk in weather events. Aren't lining up. What's going on here? Where's my grinder? Let's just make sure that that was the right thing. You want to always make sure that the inputs are in the right place, so the arrows are pointing in the right direction. Why aren't you? That should be good. Can we do one more? One more would be ideal. Okay. Already short of pipes. Oh, I suppose I dumped off all of the stuff. Hey-oh. Okay, so we need scrap them materials. We also need a small circuit board. Let's grab that first. Okay, definitely pipes. Probably electronics, which we're pretty short of. I don't know if it's steel or probably solar cells. Probably aluminium plate, glass plate. Almost certainly screws and cement and a motor. Whoop. There is nothing more disheartening than when your plants wither So we are going to be short of electronics. We need 6 for this. Probably another 6 for the pump. Yeah, that's what I thought. Probably have enough. Maybe. I do want to get on and build the meteor defense system. Which means we need to do some mining so we can earn the skill point. Any electronics here? What are you? Solar cell. Medium, small. Got some smalls here. That's good to know. Don't see any electronics.
Sleep deprivation warning. Alert.
Yeah. Okay, so we have one. Pipes are looking a little bit short as well. Okay. There's the well, another pump. Right, yeah. Is that lined up? Yeah. Might struggle a bit for electronics. Oh, we might have enough. Nice. That's pretty cool. Okay, so we can get rid of this. We need to wire up these. Into here. Irons. Nice thing about this is when you could. Oh crap! I don't want to do that. Drop. That's how they're going to work for water, because it detects the type from the input. Otherwise, I think it would probably balk and think that it's an oxygen pipe. 77. Pipe's getting a little bit tight. 24. It's not always an accurate number though, so yeah. Are you gonna reach? Yes. Whew. That was close. They are gonna need power, but we can deal with that. It's daytime, so 0, 0, and 100. Oh, this one is producing 8. Nice. So another 21 liters. So we should be about what was it before? 20 something, 50 liters now. 43. Yeah, this is the little one. This is the big one. Nice. Okay. Cool. But power might be a little bit tricky.
Water refilled.
But it might not actually be a big deal, because we're already in excess. And we do have 3 sockets. Where do you want to go? Let's go first to our rover behind. There we go. Because we have some rocks here. In fact, we've got a ton of stuff in here. This baby is also going to need to be powered again, I think. So let's drag out those rocks. Yeah, look at all those circuit boards. And the next goal after we finish sorting this out is going to be doing some mining, so we can get some skill points, so we can build the meteor defense. Not the meteor defense, the meteor defense. Not to get those two things confused. Got a ton of stuff in here anyway. Printing. So power, normal power cables first. Let's build 40 maybe. And then water cables, let's build another 30. It's always worth having those on you, because when you don't have them, it's a pain in the ass. You're not running around like a maniac. And you have to manually stack these yourself. Doesn't always do it for you. Okay, so now we need just to give this a bit of power. If you give them power, then at night they will carry on producing water. Otherwise, they will just use the solar panel that they have on their roof. And only produce water during the day. And because these ones are purely for water, they only need 5 kilowatts. And I've not even left really enough space for them to be expanded, which is fine. Well, would help if I actually held a cable in my hand. There we go. Where is a space? There you go. Not super. Not a wiring champ. Okay. So let's go back to the beginning. I think it was here. Yeah. This one needs 5. That one needs 5. Sadly, we can't be more precise than that. Okay, and then let's just double check the screens. So 5 kilowatts, producing 6 liters an hour, 24 hours a day. Kind of weird that this is producing 5.79. I know there's a kind of center point by where which you know, the center point is the place that produces the most resource, and I guess the further you are away from it, the less it produces. Okay, nice. 37 liters being produced. Looking at kind of the output that I'd want. And then, of course, always double check on your screens. Yeah, look. So we've got 10-hour supply. 20 hours supply, considering on the consumption. We're producing 44 according to this and consuming 20, so we're kind of 50% above what we need, which is good. 44, I think that will also, when we have fields, it will, our consumption will go up, but I think we should be okay with that. So that's okay. And then power-wise, we're looking pretty good. Let me just double check. Okay, mildly confusing. I asked if they wanted me to go and pick them up, pick up Grace, and they said both yes and no. So yeah, I have no idea. But to err on the side of caution, what I think I will do is save where we are now, because we've had a pretty good run, and it has been 3.5 hours. Save where we are now. Let's head off to the bed, get ourselves ready for night-night, and yeah, we can pick this up a bit later. Awesome. So thank you for watching. Thanks for all the support. Please remember to like, follow, and if possible, subscribe to support the channel. I'm Face Motion. Have an awesome Friday and a fantastic weekend, and I will see you again soon. Until then, take care and have fun. Ciao, ciao.